Be gone.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Read Living the Dream.
Let's lead.
Red's lead. You're clever.
I'm
Your
gonna
sound
fucking suck my dick.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, hey, it's me, Duhad, and that's sound speed.
He's so sound speed.
And there's Cabral,
He's so lightning.
and there's Lightning Rabbit.
He's going to bed soon.
Oh, shut up, you whiny Brit. Anyway, we're returning to Chapter 33, Wedding Reception.
I'd say I'm sorry we left you hanging for so long, but if I had to take a break from living the dream, I think it would have been a positive experience.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair.
I
And
did kind
hey,
of fumble the delivery on that line there, but whatever.
it's okay, it's okay. So, let's do this thing.
Here it is, after party of wedding.
Ah, good.
Off to a good start. I had fun doing this one, even if it's short. Also, tell me how I did on the scene with Aaron and Vinyl.
I don't
Oh.
like it already.
Right, those characters who existed at one point.
Yes. Crap. Who am I? I'm all the female.
Didn't Aaron and Vinyl just like kind of show up one time, and it was like established that they were sleeping together, and that was it?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Give
think they
me
might,
as
like,
few roles as possible.
pretty much, yeah. Also, I like the fact that this is the after party, but they're calling it wedding reception.
Yeah, it happens.
Actually, yeah. You have a point there.
Anyway, please enjoy Chapter 33.
Chapter 33.
Who am I? It's been too
Twilight
long.
walked into
You're the
garden.
ladies,
All the ponies that was inside were now outside,
except for
talking
Twilight.
and having a good time. I looked towards the stage and saw Vinyl Scratch and Aaron setting up their DJ booth and mic is. Then there the
THA.
live entertainment. This should be good. I shifted my gaze over to Frederick and Luna. They were standing close and talking to a group of
He
ponies.
was standing close.
I looked at Frederick. Damn, he is lucky.
Looks
Marrying
back
a
at wife.
princess.
Fuck! Ugh.
Marrying a princess and becoming an alicorn. I want to be an alicorn. That would be so cool.
Blue and black and red and
I like the idea of him like sitting back down with Twilight and just being like, God, why did I marry you? I want to be an alicorn now.
Why
This is so
aren't you
much
an
cooler.
You're not even a princess yet.
yes.
To be able to fly and use magic at the same time. I turned to Twilight and smiled. She was looking around with a happy look on her face.
Good.
She turned to me.
Twilight.
For Christ's sake. Sorry, someone's doing something. Yeah, Lightning Rabbit, that's you.
I was waiting for Duhad to finish whatever he was saying. I want our wedding to be like this.
She said happily.
I chuckled.
I'll do my best. I'm not good at planning.
She
Don't
grinned.
worry. Don't worry, Pinky's got it covered.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
That sounds like less work for us. Good.
She nodded.
She's a good friend.
I smiled.
She sure is, even if she's annoying and I keep on saying that she sounds like she's on crack or whatever. God.
Also, I like how just casual that conversation was. Like, she's a good friend. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Twilight, how you doing? I want our wedding to be like this.
I'm not good at planning, you know.
How about Pinkie Pie?
Yeah, that Pinkie Pie. Alright.
Before we could continue our conversation, up on the stage, Aaron walked up to the mic.
Everybody, we have a special treat for you. It is Nightwing on the DJ Pontre.
I stepped forward closer to the stage. I have to see this.
Alright.
Aaron pushed the last wire into the turntable. He stood and
Aaron.
smiled proudly.
Oh God, he set up the thing, he made the announcement, and then he started plugging in his equipment.
This will be great. Just stay there for about 5 minutes.
No, he walked up to the microphone. He was like, "Everybody, it's Nightwing and DJ Paul 3!" And there was no response. He was like, "Fuck, is this plugged in? What the hell?"
Yeah, pretty much. Done!
Vinyl sat up from behind the turntable and nodded.
I'm guessing I'm Vinyl.
Yeah, I guess so.
Everything's in order. Time to start the show. You ready?
Aaron nodded.
Oh shit, no, I mean, yes! Everything's plugged in now.
Get her.
She got in her place behind the turntable and prepared to start the music. She prepared to prepare the music.
Yes.
She
Yeah,
started
she
starting with
started,
you.
yeah.
Made music
Yeah.
turn on.
I see what you did there.
Hey, hold on a second.
Aaron walked up to the mic and turned it on. Oh, fuck, it was on!
What the hell? Everybody,
Well,
round two. We have a special treat for you. I am DJ Nutwing, and this is DJ Pond 3.
They did say it again!
Why did you sound like Hamsterville there for a second?
Oh. He turned and nodded to Vinyl. She nodded back and started the music. A steady beat began to pour from the speakers. Aaron and Vinyl began to bounce their heads to the beat of the music.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Aaron
No.
his face Mike and yelled.
Oh no.
Party rock.
His voice echoed. Party rock! Rock!
Oh.
Oh, baguette.
He bobbed his head, then went back to the mic.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Amazing. You want to do that again?
Yeah. This is
Again,
line. This
his
is, yeah.
echo. He continued to bob his head.
Woo.
I think
In
it's
front of the mic. Alright, are you ready for your musical number, Duhad? Because this
Alright,
is
oh, no.
your entire life is
I
leading
actually
up to.
don't like the song at all.
Let us. Oh Jesus fucking Christ! No, he sings the whole goddamn song.
He did.
Oh god. Let's go. Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody going to have a good time, and we're going to make you lose your minds. Everybody just have a good time. Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time, and we're going to make you lose your mind. We're going to make you wanna see you shake that.
You begin. Wow, this is
Lyrical
really...
genius.
No,
It's
these are
probably
the
plays you
actual
an actual
Party
song.
Rock Anthem.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is-
That's why I'm quoting the song and telling them that they're lyrical.
Yeah, if there's any better way to date your story, like 500 years older than it actually is.
Hey, at least it wasn't Smash Mouth.
This is true.
Don't you dare fucking say at least it wasn't Smash Mouth.
Well, just in terms of dating, because you know, like
In
every
terms of
fucking
dating,
movie in the
lots.
'90s had Smash Mouth in it at some point.
Fair enough, but whatever.
Race.
Like, he began to walk around the stage, a smug look on his face.
Oh,
I know something you don't!
I am French. Ho
Party Rock truly is in the house tonight! Bouncing his head as he went. Then he jumped back in front of the mic.
Oh shit!
and
The
it
song
is
isn't
that
over
guy.
yet.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, Duhad, can you do the rap?
Oh god.
It's
Okay,
French.
let's
If
try.
you can't do it, I offer to do it for you if you would
Do you
like.
want to do it in unison?
That would not work at all. So
Do you want to try it anyway?
No.
I thought we
I'm
have lightning rap.
No. You know the Brits
Okay.
can't rap unless it's about Thomas the Tank Engine.
All right, I'm gonna give one try doing the rap, and if I fail, then you do it. Okay?
He's a hero.
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
Give it your best shot.
In the club, party rock. Looking for a girl, she's got to sit on my jock. No stop
Oh.
when we do the spot. The booty move away like like she's on the block. Okay, fucking give up.
What's the track? I got to know.
Hello?
Oh, sound speed? No,
As soon as he
Try.
spoke, his internet
his
killed
rap
him.
was too strong.
The internet could not handle the trueness that is sound.
This rap game was just too straight.
Oh, you,
Tell me when I'm back. Can you hear
Like
me?
jeans,
Yeah,
tapped- yeah, you can hear you
Yeah,
again. So I
literally,
got
it was just
to
like
know.
it was like you were like right, and then you got one line in and it cut out. Really didn't feel-
right. What the fuck? And then gone.
Okay, how long did I get in?
You're at
You didn't really.
what track I got to know? Tight jeans, tattoos, cause I'm rock and roll. Half black, half white, domino. Gino Murphy, offero do.
Yo, I'm running through this house like Rhino. I got that devilish flow, rock and roll. No hell, we party rock. Yeah, that's the cruise that I'm rapping on the rise to the top. No letting our Zeppelin
Hey,
head.
hey. Party rock is in
God.
the house tonight.
Stop
Everybody's
singing
gonna
song.
have
Yeah,
a
it's
good
the whole
time.
song.
And we're going to make you lose your minds. Everybody is just gonna have a good time. Let's go party rock in the house tonight. I think we're repeating ourselves at this point. Everybody just to have a good time. and we're going to make you lose your minds. We just want to see you shake that.
He hung his head for a few seconds. In shame, presumably, because this is really just...
This is awful. Also, yeah, it's
that
not even...
was gonna be thrown the fuck up.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether or not I'd be more ashamed if this was like the pony rock version or the actual just straight fucking stealing the goddamn lyrics and posting them in their story. And I still don't know.
I think they're equal levels of bad in different flavors.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Beep, 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 beep. He's in a low voice before jumping back up and striking a pose. The beat continued from the speakers, never stopping. Which, I mean, you know, generally speaking, a successful DJ performance will continue to play the...
Congratulations, your DJ booth has not stopped functioning.
You didn't fail spectacularly. Well, you did in a way.
You know what would be great if the microphone still wasn't working and no one heard this. They just seem up there making these random gestures.
They are like they didn't plug it in properly, so they are literally just hearing what we are singing. There is no music accompaniment. There is no...
Oh, and he's French.
The beat continued from the speaker. Okay, he stood up on his hind legs and started pumping his hooves out in front of him.
Shuffling.
You should have a deck of cards.
He jumped back in front of the mic. All right, it's back to the rap. Do you want to take it or?
You go ahead.
Step up fast. Be the first girl to make me throw this cash. If we get money, don't be mad. Now stop. Hating is bad.
No,
one more
we can hate
shot.
this around we want.
Another round. Please fill up my cup. Don't mess around. We just want to see. You shake it now. Now you want to be. You're naked now. Also, that's not the right lyric. It's now you're home with me. Not now you want to be. What?
Wow.
Wait, hold on a sec. Did Kitcast actually just take this and write it down as he was listening to the song?
I think so. Well, he isn't copy-pasting it. He's actually transcribing it.
That's why the format changes. Because like all of it was written out, and then at that point he was like, "Oh fuck it," and then the rest of it's copy-pasted.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, and of course he started copy-pasting it at the point where it becomes the most ridiculous. Get up. Get down and put your hands up to the sound.
Do we have to that whole
put your hands up to the sound,
Yes,
put your hands up to the sound, put your hands up to the sound. Get up, get down, put your hands up to the sound, get 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 your hands up to the sound. Put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up. Party rocking the house tonight. Put your hands up.
LAPD.
Get up.
Everybody just have a good time. Put your hands up. We're going to make you lose your mind. Put your hands up. Everybody just have a good time.
Singing.
Oh, put your hands up. Oh, time to stop now. Oh, put your hands up. Oh, put your hands up. Shake it every damn shuffling. Put your hands up. Yeah. Put your hands up. Whoa, put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Croissant.
Oh.
The song ended, and he stopped singing,
Oh, praise
catching
the
his
Lord.
Oh.
I know why this chapter is so long.
No, how you guys doing?
He doesn't even introduce themselves. Like after song, he's like, "So, how are you all?"
Oh.
All right. The crowd of ponies that had gathered all cheered and clapped.
How?
I mean, you know. Have you ever seen like a talent show performance where somebody is just absolutely terrible, like a grade school talent show, and it's just awful and hard to watch, and everybody just kind of pity claps, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I see that here.
It's like that, yeah. He smiled.
Left.
Thank you. Now for some originals from DJ Pont 3.
Oh no, am I gonna have to sing?
No, I don't think he actually wrote a song. I think he just was like, okay, now we're actually going to have other songs that I don't know how to
This
take
whole
out.
chapter was just that song.
Yeah, as long as this whole chapter isn't just a sing-along.
Come on, everybody, sing along. Make us
I'd
sing.
rather die.
There's shit sing-along fic.
All right, where are we at?
He nodded to Vinyl.
Yeah, he nodded to Vinyl, and she started a new song. This time it was one of her pre-recorded songs.
Oh, good.
Aaron walked over and smiled.
That took a lot out of me. Singing and dancing is hard. Wait, sorry, singing and dancing are hard.
Oh. Moving your body and using your mouth at the same time is really difficult, I'll have you know.
I'm a fucking acrobat, okay?
She chuckled.
It's you, goddammit.
You. Tell me about it. That's why I became a DJ. You was great, Nightwing.
Singing and dancing is hard. That's why I became a DJ. Sick burn to all the DJs.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. You know,
Alright.
you know, I just realized, he is a DJ. Kick-Ass Dude Your Mom is an actual licensed DJ.
Yeah. Wow. Sick burn to yourself, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck the. Maybe he wrote this before he was a DJ. And he
I'm
didn't
guessing
realize it was
probably.
his
Yeah, he probably did.
That's why I'm a DJ.
So.
Piece of shit. Well, if Vinyl's on the level of literacy that Kick-Ass Dude to Your Mom is, I think I understand why she's not trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
She held up a hook.
Okay. Let's see.
There's her.
He smiled.
Fuck
smiled.
yeah.
He smiled.
Oh, yeah, he's smart.
Really? Thank you, Vinyl. You want some bad yourself.
She held up a hoof.
Thanks, partner. In crime.
He slammed his hoof into hers.
And broke
Don't you put your fucking disgusting hooves in my face? I need a break before I can go to another song.
She nodded.
Okay with me. You look like you need a break, like you just broke my hoof.
He broke my heart. He smiled and walked behind the DJ booth and sat down next to Vinyl. He gave her a kiss on the cheek before relaxing back in the chair. Greg stood up, followed by Seth.
Sarah, Greg, that was cool.
Thank God. Thank God, Greg. I missed you, Greg. Greg.
Greg,
Geg.
Greg.
My
Cake.
favorite.
Beg.
Hey, Geg. Seth nodded.
Is that the super? Is something like the super creeper dude or like the creeper dude's buddy? Do you remember?
He's one of the two. I think he's the creeper dude's buddy, and I feel like the
Yeah.
creeper dude got kicked out a window.
Yeah,
right. You're right. Yeah. The creeper dude got kicked out of a window after he got the shit
in
kicked
a
out.
body
of him.
cast, and this guy is
Yeah.
the
That
one.
that guy can sing.
I don't even know if that's the right voice.
I
But
don't even know. It's been too long.
He began walking towards the side of the building. Greg looked
Where
at
are you
him.
Where are you going?
He kept walking.
Come on.
Greg shrugged and followed. Seth walked around the corner and began to laugh. Once Greg turned the corner, he began to laugh.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Zorro
God, is it
was
right
on-
here?
oh, yes.
The guy they threw out the window.
Zorro was on. Oh my God! Zorro was on his back. A small tree collapsed on his. No, a small tree collapsed on his chest.
Oh, good.
A rabbit was sitting on his face. Lightning! What the fuck? That's
Yeah,
gross.
lightning. He's gonna.
Look,
Dude.
okay.
Uncalled
Don't
for.
question my methods.
Greg walked over and kicked the rabbit off his face. Oh, that's what you get.
A damn rabbit.
Zorro spit out some fur.
Thank you, dude.
Greg nodded.
No problem.
Seth walked up and kicked at Zorro. What is wrong with him?
He's a fucking asshole. I wonder if you can throw him down a hill.
Greg smirked.
That would be pretty damn funny.
Oh goodness.
Hell.
God damn, these guys are fucking douches.
Welcome to
Zorro's eyes wide.
welcome to
Come
Jackass
on!
Ponyverse.
Don't
I'm
do
Greg.
that!
Greg picked him up with his magic.
Let's drop him off that hill in Ponyville, dude.
What the hell is wrong with Greg and Seth?
Welcome to Jackass.
I know that Zorro's a fucking creep, but Jesus, I think he's gotten his due. All he did was ogle somebody in public, and he got, like, the absolute shit
He got every bone in his
destroyed out
body
of him.
broken. He was thrown out of a window, had a bunny shove its balls in his mouth, and now he's getting tossed down a hill.
He's just not having a good day.
He's in full body cast still, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Okay, just making sure.
Seth smiled.
Let's do it.
Zorro eyes widened more.
Let's not.
Greg and Seth began to walk towards the gates, Zorro in front of them.
Oh, good.
Because you're the best
Frederick
friend
stood-
that I ever had.
Frederick stood next to Luna, watching Greg and his friends leave. He was going to have a little talk with him later.
Oh.
He looked over to Luna, his new wife, and
His
smiled. He still couldn't believe that they were married. 5 years of waiting had paid off.
Luna had 1,000 in 5 years.
Oh.
Luna looked at him.
Yeah, having fun.
He smiled.
Oh, hey, best day of my life.
He picked up a knife to cut the cake.
Time for some cake?
He's so
Time for cake.
He's time for cake.
Time for cake?
She giggled.
Nice.
She giggled and picked up a piece with her magic. And so did he. Every pony gathered around them to watch.
Oh my gosh, dude, they're gonna have cake. And so everyone wants to go watch.
Frederick smiled and moved the cake towards her mouth for her to take a bite. She did the same. The piece of cake Luna was holding near his face. Instead of going towards his mouth, it slammed into his face.
Isn't that
She
some towards his
smeared it into his face, laughing.
I'm divorcing you, bitch! You just got punked! You just got punked! Woo!
Frederick whipped his face and smirked. That's pretty scary.
Oh.
He slammed his piece of cake into her face and smeared it all over her face.
Must be painful when you get in the eyes.
I pushed
She
it in her face and
squealed,
smeared it on
started
her face.
laughing. She jumped on to Frederick, and they both went to the ground.
Oh.
They began to roll around, laughing the whole time.
I just want to point
The
out we have
ponies
confirmation.
around them, all laughing at the scene before them.
Oh, right.
You know, I won't point out we do have confirmation that Kick-Ass was actually like a reasonably aged adult at the point he was writing the story. So, how the hell do you assume that a burger eating competition and a food fight at a wedding are reasonable things that adults do?
Have you been to it?
Well, it happens.
Bit odd.
Really, Duhad,
You
you've
haven't
not
been to one of
enough-
Peaky's weddings before.
You have not been to enough weddings, Duhad.
Apparently.
You haven't been to a Canadian wedding, have you?
They rolled to a stop, and Luna looked down at him.
Who's who's the one on top now?
Oh baby, oh baby.
Frederick laughed. I'm a power bottom. Frederick laughed and rolled them over.
Well, I am.
He leaned down and kissed her on the lips.
I'm going to be the
He
top
stood
now.
up. He stood and helped her up, both covered in mud and grass stains.
Wait, weren't they inside?
Apparently.
She looked him over. And herself.
What? What a mess.
Frederick smiled.
Oh, but you still look good there, dear.
She giggled.
You still look good. Thanks, so do you.
All the ponies around them at the scene.
Oh,
Frederick and Luna
covered in
applauded,
mud and love each other.
forgetting where they were. Frederick chuckled and held up his hoof.
Would you like a dance, my lady? My lady?
Milady.
My lady.
Would you like to dance, milady?
Milady.
Hips is outward. She smiled and grabbed his hoof.
I would love to.
Monsieur.
Monsieur. I would love to, monsieur.
They walked out onto the dance floor while a slow song began to play.
Party rockers.
To the house tonight.
So,
It's like
Now
a
a bit
slow
slower.
version.
Party rockers in the house tonight.
every song is Gangnam Style, but on a different speed.
At a different speed.
Open Gangnam style.
They got a country version. Open Gundam style.
Hey, sexy lady. Boom, 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 boom.
I can't wait for the bluegrass version of that to come out.
So, how was it?
Bad.
I like that one scene.
Oh, I didn't.
Anyways, this would have been longer, but I was watching The Hangover Part 2. That is funny. XD.
Oh.
Well, remember.
Well, remember to... I don't have a clever
Resist
one.
and revere.
Resist
Wow.
and revere.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, let's go.
Anyway, so
Part two.
continuing on, since he's apparently just watched The Hangover, the next chapter is The Hangover, Chapter 34.
Is it part 2?
No, it's just a hangover part.
No, it's the Hangover Part 1. We'll have Part 2 in a couple of years.
Great.
Hold on, let me try and get it open. My internet's being a bit of a pain in the ass.
Wait,
So,
hang on. It's 21 minutes past midnight, and I've got stuff to do tomorrow.
Okay,
so
well, then
stuff to
punk
do tonight
out.
too, like this fucking.
Last chapter, Lightning.
Yeah, Lightning Rabbit.
No,
Do one more and then punk out.
no.
Alright, fine. Lightning Rabbit can punk out. Cabral, you're in
No,
charge
he
of
can't.
his...
He's not
his,
allowed. He's not allowed.
I'm doing it though.
He's not allowed. No, he's not allowed.
Why don't you just go on your phone in bed?
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Oh,
Give me
there
a
you
few
go.
minutes though. Start reading, and I'll just
Alright,
go.
we'll start reading. We're gonna have a several minute long silence while we wait for Lightning Rabbit to set up his phone.
Yeah, like I'm having a hard time loading it up too, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, just load up the Hangover Part 34.
Yeah, if it really comes down to it, somebody can just copy paste it and remove Skype.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I'll
gosh,
just
that'd be
do it real
hell.
quick. No, Kitty. What? Kitty. Ironically, Luna apparently didn't like this enjoy this chapter more than we did because she's just sitting up on my goddamn table playing with my pencil.
Alrighty.
After
Chapter break.
Party Rock is in the house tonight.
That was atrocious.
Everybody just have
Have
a
a
good time. We gonna make you lose your mind. We just wanna see ya.
Oh, Lightning's here already.
Bum,
I haven't gone anywhere.
bum.
What the fuck are you talking about, AL?
Welcome back.
You're back.
I'm like, yeah, I'm glad, I guess.
Don't call it a
I'm
comeback.
Oh,
He's
back.
literally
back.
been here the
You're
entire
back.
time.
Oh. Okay. I thought you left
Are you
already.
sure you're feeling okay? This is really annoying because the only other fucking tab I have open is that Two Critic Elior shipping picture where they're both extremely.
Why do you have that open?
Sunsbeam,
Does
you
it
fool! You fool! You've revealed to the world your OTP.
No, I'm not going on record. Not going on record.
Too
for
late.
that.
Too late.
Okay, alright, okay,
canon.
alright, alright. Let's all share our Brony Analyst OTPs while we're fucking around.
Okay,
right now.
fair enough. I personally am trying to think of two Brony analysts. Did you Brony X Silverquill?
Oh,
Ugh.
Lord.
Don't
Oh.
that.
I
If there's anything you're gonna do, make it not that.
How about Toon Critic and Digibrony?
Oh God, please. Can we just talk about how fuck ugly Two Critics OC is, please?
Okay.
Look, I'm just spitting straight factoids here, man. That's black and red, just gobbledygook.
To be fair, so is Kick-Ass. So is Gyrocon.
Bro, I'm not making any excuses for Gyrocon here, but you know.
Okay, in the battle of ugly
Bands.
OCs, is red, black, and blue better or worse than black and red?
With red eyes.
Firebolt, because that's his OC's color scheme.
Oh jeez, I'm sorry, Firebolt.
Yeah, red, black, blue. It was
His
No,
isn't,
Black and yellow.
Firefox isn't too horrible.
yeah. I mean, I've seen worse. It's not my favorite, but there's definitely worse ones out there.
Oh yeah, have you seen Duhad?
It's pretty ugly. It's like vomit
I was gonna say
green.
Bob Ross.
It is Bob Ross phone. It is confirmed. I am actually Bob Ross. The whole time, the secret cloning project was a success.
Next, we're gonna discover the Queen of England listens into these readings with us.
Oh god, no, the
Dude,
Queen's going to be
that's a
so
legacy
unhappy.
joke. That's a fucking like 2012 joke.
Which one?
The Queen of England listening in on our phone calls.
Oh jeez, yeah.
I just discussed that one a long time.
To be fair, the Queen, I have it on good authority, loves these videos. You know, she's like, "Oh my word, that lightning rabbit is such a card. I do enjoy the way that he is so stumbly. Here's a credit to England."
You know, you can like start reading anytime you want, and I'll just join.
No
you
one
back.
wants to hear it, England.
You are the embodiment of your whole.
Sorry, America.
You are the
why
embodiment
is
of a
South Speed
failed
America?
concept.
You're all America, AR.
You can't just have 3
We
people.
are America, you and me.
You know, if we have all the coasts,
No,
because
it's
Soundspeed's
okay.
the southern coast, and then Duhad's the east coast, and I'm the west coast.
Okay, hold on, wait. Can you
No.
repeat?
Nice job, Soundspeed. Can you repeat something, please?
Apparently, he's been shamed into silence by his inability to English speak.
Yeah.
Good.
Or his inability to actually
Just
speak
a
a
little
real
Look,
language.
I dropped out of the call. Don't even start that shit.
Okay, what'd you say?
I don't
Shit,
remember.
stop.
You're being retarded. I got the fucking thing open. Whatever.
Okay,
Well,
so
we're being
chapter
retarded.
34, The Hangover.
West coast is best coast.
You're
Shut up.
gay.
I'm AR.
Wu-Tang for life.
You're
You
gay.
suck
Anyway,
games
so,
along with
You're gay.
Fucking gay are.
Yeah. Sounds gay.
Sounds penis in my mouth.
Oh.
What?
Where's any of this coming from?
Come on,
Something
Like
sincerely
the
wrong with
weirdest
It's like
call.
sibling rivalry, but it's not.
Right, I'll be back in a little bit, guys.
Okay, so we want to
Alright,
like let's start.
Okay, chapter 34, Hangover, Gay Over. Both same thing.
I am loving the reviews. I'm glad to see that people like to read my story.
We do.
I put a lot of work into keeping the shit. What the fuck does what? Okay, I put a lot of work into line break this to keep it updated every day.
Ah, good.
Also, new vid is up. Just search King Cueball 1 on YouTube and go to his account. You'll be able to watch the video there. Be sure to subscribe for alerts on new video.
If you don't know how YouTube works.
Anyways, please enjoy. And if you're wondering, yes, I based most of this part off of The Hangover.
Really?
So, I had no idea.
I want to get to
name
the.
dropping The Hangover in the author's note of the last chapter, and then you naming the chapter Hangover.
To be fair, I'm looking forward to the part where Gyro calls. That'll be
Hello?
the best part of this chapter.
Okay, good. I'm glad that wasn't just me.
I was a bit concerned there for a second.
Actually, we're on chapter 34, so
I'm so scared. I was like, just wait for him to come back. Just wait for him to come back.
Any second now. Well, I guess we'll have to entertain the audience.
okay, so
Da, 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 da.
Da-da.
hold on, Ella, can you hear me?
Da, 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 da,
Wait,
da.
can you
What's
hear me?
your Brony Analyst OTP?
I don't know. I was just thinking about that the other day, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go with the Silver Quill and Tommy
No.
Oliver.
What? No.
I mean, you know, it's like forbidden love sort of thing, but it's just like, oh,
This is.
Duhad, the answer is no. We cannot hear
Oh,
you.
okay. Christ's sake. All right, can you hear me now?
Hello?
yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Okay, you hear me?
To the analyst conversation we're having.
You.
Ah, for Christ's sake. So yes, back to the chapter then.
Yes, back to the chapter then.
I forgot to hear his OTP. Well, actually, yeah, I did. Never mind.
Yeah, but we already heard your OTP.
Chapter 34. Rule 34.
Yep.
I opened my eyes slowly, my
Yeah.
head spinning slightly.
That's you might want to see a doctor about that.
Luna, stop playing with the damn thingamabobber.
No, you cannot tell me what to do.
I sat up and glanced around. My room? How did I get here? Last thing I remember was sitting down and drinking some punch that Greg had brought back from my house. I didn't even know he left the party. I rubbed my head and looked myself over. My suit was a mess, the jacket gone and just the undershirt. The tie was undone slightly, and a few buttons were broken. I reached up to my face and sighed a sigh of relief.
Ah.
My goggles were still there and felt untouched. Oh, thank
good.
I was
Oh,
really
my
fucking
suit
worried.
Jacket. Oh, my goggles are still here. Oh goodness.
I was afraid I wasn't gonna look like a twat for a second.
I climbed out of bed and grunted. Why do I feel like I have a hangover? I didn't drink anything. I stumbled over to the door and opened it. I held a hoof to my head and walked down the stairs. When I reached them, I saw David slumped against the railing about halfway down them. As I walked down the stairs, I started to notice that his suit was also a mess. When I was next to him, I kicked at his side. Okay, you motherfuckers!
Wow.
They just walk around and kick people on the ground.
Actually, he's hanging
feel
over
this
the
is
stairs, but I
how-
imagine he kicked him and he flung over the stairs and landed on the floor down below.
Yeah, I think Cabral's right. These are basically the cast of Jackass in between movies, just like randomly running around and hurting each other.
That sounds about right. I mean, they did shove someone out a window
It's true.
When I was... Oh, yeah, okay, so go ahead.
when I was a young man.
No, I was a young warthog. Okay.
I was young Soundspeed.
Come on, dude. Wake up.
When he didn't respond, I gave him a slight kick and he fell down the stairs.
Oh, I wasn't too far off.
That's really nice of you. He hit the bottom and groaned.
Oh.
He slowly stood and looked around.
Oh.
What happened?
Ooh.
I walked down the rest of the stairs.
Oh.
I kicked you I kicked you down the stairs. Wow, what a fucking douche. I thought I just kicked him.
What happened, dude? I
The
just.
stairs, asshole.
uh,
Hey, fuck you, Drew.
thank you.
He shook
Alright.
his head.
He shook his head.
No, I mean, what happened last night? Last thing I remember is Greg giving me and Rainbow Dash some punch. Then nothing.
I wonder what did happen.
What happened did.
I nodded.
It's true. Alright, Simmed with me. Huh.
Walked into the kitchen and saw Greg making himself breakfast. He turned and smirked.
Interesting night.
I walked up to him.
What'd you do to us last night?
We all have superpowers.
He smiled proudly.
I just cast a spell on your drinks to make you more interesting, and more of a party animal, dude.
So you didn't actually give them alcohol, you just went like the really convoluted, weird route.
Yeah.
Alcohol hasn't been discovered in Equestria, much like fire.
I shook my head.
Right. Why would you do that?
He shrugged.
I thought it would be funny. Sorry. I thought it'd be funny, and it was, and it was.
I looked around.
Where's Twilight and Ramba Dash?
He shrugged.
I don't know. Where Twilight? I don't know where Twilight is, but Ramba Dash is on the couch.
David turned and ran for the living room.
Oh, good.
I rubbed my head.
What does it feel like I have a hangover?
He laughed.
Dude, that shit was funny, man.
I looked at him confused.
What do you mean?
He grinned.
You and Dave got into a drinking contest here at the house. You and David got into a drinking contest here at the house. I kept giving you 2 beers and vodka, and you both drank till you passed out.
Wow. Good.
I shook my head. I'm not a drinker.
What do you say Twilight last?
Johnny doesn't drink. He laughed.
Oh, dude, you and her was going upstairs, but after that, I don't know.
I sighed and turned for the door. God, this is a lot more boring than the Hangover movies were.
Yeah, wow. Like, there's not a monkey.
I based this off the Hangover movies. You know, the part where Zach Galifianakis is just like, "Hey guys, I'm making you breakfast. You guys got pretty drunk last night. It was a doozy."
It was a doozy.
To be fair, with the fact that I could see like that being a skit that Zach Galifianakis would do, just like the incredibly awkward and boring Hangover.
That's true. Yeah, I can see that. Unfortunately, this is not executed quite as well as I imagine that would have been.
No.
I sighed and turned for the door. As I walked up the stairs, I began to feel sick to the stomach. Damn it, Greg, let me drink alcohol.
Oh no.
I'm a Quaker. This is the
want it,
worst.
please. I can't take that much.
I'm a Quaker Oats box.
I walked into my room and looked around more carefully. I couldn't see any sign of Twilight, but the closet door was slightly opened.
Uh-oh.
I walked over to it and opened it. The sight that greeted me made me jump back and chuckle. Twilight was tied to the wall in a position.
What the fuck?
In a position. Sitting? Standing?
Twilight was there.
Where?
Where are we at in the story?
Twilight was in.
I must like Kiki when I'm drunk. That's where we're at.
Wait, what was it, sorry?
I must like
I must
kinky
like
when I'm drunk.
Yeah, kinky.
Because apparently he just tied his girlfriend to the wall.
Kinky. A position, as he described.
Yes.
Oh no! Sorry, don't read ahead. Don't read ahead.
Okay.
I quickly untied her and placed her in bed.
Oh, good.
Better not let anyone find out about this. I hope we didn't hurt the baby. That would be terrible. Like, super terrible.
Super
I
chill.
pulled the covers up over her and left the room.
Wow.
I love how passing a thought that was. Like, I sure hope we didn't hurt the baby with all that drinking and rough fucking. That would be pretty bad.
Fucking
Really
like
bad.
BDSM and shit. Like, what the hell? Oh well, better pull this cover over my wife and leave.
Actually, it's his
That's all you want.
girlfriend. They're not married yet.
Yeah, his girlfriend.
Well, he proposed, so.
The fiance.
Engaged.
Yeah, fiance, there we go.
Engaged.
When I walked into the living room, David was sitting down next to Rainbow Dash, patting her back. I walked up behind them.
What's wrong with her?
He sounded upset there. What's wrong with her?
He looked up at me.
Just a little headache. You know, hangover type stuff. I know what drinking is like.
Roll credits.
I like this, by the way. Fucking, she's got a headache and he's patting her back.
I have a headache.
this
It's
will-
okay.
I know. You gave me CPR for a bullet wound to the head.
There you go.
Rub my neck with some aloe vera. I nodded. I remembered my first hangover. That was a crazy party that night.
Oh, I needed so many pats on the back.
Rainbow Dash looked up at me and chuckled.
You look horrible.
I smiled and looked her over.
You're a rapist, bitch. I mean, you
She
look,
is.
you don't look so good yourself. Your man's a mess, girl.
She waved me off.
I don't care. I always look like this in the morning, with David patting me on
David-
the back, coughing up hairballs.
Yeah.
It's
No.
true, she does. I had sex
hairballs?
with her.
I just got an interesting message.
Okay.
So I looked over to my Skype and yo sound, Sir Frog Finest and I are watching WWE Fastlane. One in, nigga.
Meanwhile, in real life.
I mean, you know, it happens.
Well, I'm like,
Oh God.
I
As it did not
be
true.
down for that if I were not recording.
that sounds to be said.
I'll get back to you on that.
Professionalism.
Professionalism.
We just illuminate with it.
We have none of it.
She waved.
Anyways, all right, moving swiftly onward.
Yes.
Let's see.
She's
She
slugged.
slugged him in the arm playfully.
Haha.
That sounded like so violent.
It was. That was the joke.
Not
Oh, you're so funny,
backhand
David.
across-
I told you not to talk like that.
It sounded more like a
All right,
backhand
right here.
across the face than a jabbing.
Honestly, that's what I picture anyways. It's like, haha, David. I told you not to talk about like in public. What did I
Well,
tell
that's
you?
basically your line.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
David's
It is. Quiet, White Mark. Don't tell him don't tell him about mornings. Oh, actually, yeah.
David smiled.
Did you just speak?
Sorry
there?
about that.
Stutter.
I stuttered to speak.
I shook my head while chuckling.
You two have fun. I think I should have a little talk with Mellowhaze.
Start gargling water.
Apparently, it's like a big secret that his name is actually Greg, despite the fact that no one considers these things secret.
Oh,
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, people call him Lance, even though he's Gyrocon, like, commonly. So I don't understand why they're still White Mark.
It's
instead
super
of David.
inconsistent.
a little bit. Just a little.
Thank God we're putting more focus into Aaron, though. I'm excited. They both nodded and went back to talking. I turned to the kitchen and prepared for a long speech.
It's the king's
Dude,
speech.
who is John Galt?
Oh, goodness.
Did anybody pick up on that reference? Anyone?
Oh, I'm pretty sure there was one in there. But I
Oh,
was
Jesus Christ.
listening, so-
Aaron's back.
Aaron
No.
back.
That was the Atlas Shrugged. That was who was John Galt? It was like the Atlas Shrugged speech. It was like 30,000 words long
Oh,
and
God.
took like
Oh.
3 hours in universe to say.
Let's read Atlas Shrugged.
Oh, oh God, no! That's worse than.
We're gonna ask for that now.
Someone's gotta ask
Oh,
for
jeez, please don't.
it. Anyway, continue.
Yeah,
Duhad,
we should
continue.
actually do that now.
I like how Lightning's more interested in that than this.
Coming up next on Let's Read.
Coming next on Let's Read. Read by Lightning Rabbit.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, continuing.
All right.
Aaron.
Let's see. They both know. And back to talking. Okay, no. Aaron lifted his coffee to his and took another sip. Glad this place had it. They didn't have coffee, but they do. He chuckled and finished off his coffee. Why does everyone chuckle for everything in this universe?
Because they are in the
sun
room.
exploded.
Ha 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 ha!
There goes
Yeah,
the
this
sun.
coffee is pretty
sure
good. Ha 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 ha!
Sure is coffee.
This is coffee.
Oh, I thought that's what they did.
Huh.
As he made his way over to the sink to drop it off, Vinyl walked in, looking like she had a fight in her sleep.
Good.
Her mane was a mess, and so her tail. But to Aaron, she looked adorable.
Oh, you.
She smiled.
She was just precious.
Sesame, you're breaking up a little bit there, mate.
Oh my God!
Sesame, you're breaking up pretty badly, dude.
Look,
Sesame?
Duhad, if I'm breaking up, then I might as well just be a great Italian cook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell does Arizona Teen Skittle sound?
Oh goodness.
This is all going so horribly right.
And nobody has any idea what we're talking about.
That's the true joy of having side conversations.
I'll take you out to.
Oh my.
Saspi, breathe.
Well.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're kind of clear now.
You're still breaking up here.
My hat is
She smiles.
Put you in charge of the desserts.
Okay, well. Alright, she smiled and she saw him.
Good morning, Nightwing.
I'm Batman.
He
I'm Batman. Morning,
smiled
Nightwing.
and walked over to her.
Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning, Nightwing.
He said as he kissed her on the cheek. She walked over to the fridge and opened it. She pulled out a pre-made sandwich and sat down to eat it.
Good thing they just make sandwiches and put them in the fridge for later.
Apparently.
This terrible
convenient, yeah.
piece of dialogue here.
We
Wow.
was great the other day.
We was great.
We was.
We was.
We
fantastic.
sure was.
We sure was great the other day.
Weather Williams. Right, Aaron sat down across from her and nodded.
I think we were awesome. Blew away the crowd.
I think we
She
was
smirked.
awesome.
No, actually, no. It sounds like he's correcting her. Like we was great the other day. I think we were awesome.
Great. okay.
Final.
She smiled.
She
Go on.
smirked.
Okay. I think we can do better. I like that voice better.
He raised an eyebrow.
How?
She sat back and grinned.
Well, we'll get people to draw a bunch of our OCs, and then we'll just put them on. It's a secret.
He shook his head, laughing.
Ho ho ho! How am I supposed to do better if you don't tell me the plan?
She shrugged.
I guess you'll have to wait for me to come up with it.
He began to laugh.
So you do not have a plan at all. I see how this is. Ha 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 ha!
It's a secret.
She swallowed the last of her sandwich. Isn't that like a PS4 title that came out last year? That was like Game of the Year?
think it is.
Last of the sandwich.
Mhm.
The Last of Us sandwiches.
Yeah, the last.
She swallowed the
sandwich.
last of the sandwich.
I'm
Stood.
bored. I need to kill.
Aaron stood up and walked to the door.
I can fix that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, she raised an eyebrow and smiled.
Oh. And how will you do that?
An elaborate murder involving a giant dome being placed over our school. Then me and you shall solve it. Except you will actually be dead and a robot. Or we can have a picnic.
I like it.
That is good.
Or-
That's good. That's good.
Or a picnic. I like
Good.
picnics.
Good. Give me a high five. High five the microphone. Duhad.
Alright.
High five the.
Oh my god.
With eyes
One
quality.
high five would have been sufficient. You didn't have to keep slamming it like it was a basketball. Bounce that
Come
shit.
on,
up.
See, the thing is, Soundsby wanted an excuse to try and
Boyfriend
fix his
reference.
microphone, so he needed some excuse, so he just started messing with his microphone.
Look,
He wanted an excuse
don't
to
tell
get
them
a
what I
new
was
one.
doing.
Okay.
So he
Wait,
Right,
hold on a
that works.
second. Why are they going to a picnic when she just finished a sandwich?
Because they're stupid.
Oh, good. That wasn't just me.
I mean, no, but seriously, the next line's fantastic.
Like, some people
She
get really
smiled.
hungry.
I've never been on a picnic before.
Okay.
Pretty creepy.
I've never been on a picnic before.
you go.
Where the fuck are we at?
Aaron smiled.
Aaron smiled.
Aaron smiled.
Then this should be fun for you and romantic.
Ah, good. Oh my gosh, Captain Bearhoof!
Oh shit.
Captain Bearhoof stood outside of Princess Celestia's throne room, weeping silently to himself for all he had lost,
For all the chapters he wasn't in.
wondering why she had called him there. He took a deep breath and walked in. Upon entering, he saw the princess sitting on the throne, a smile on her face.
You know, I think I've noticed that with Celestia, she doesn't do anything in any of Kick-Ass's stories at all. She just sits on the throne and is a princess. That's about it.
Well, she
It's the boring
cock blocks
princess.
people and
Oh yeah,
gives
there's
them
that too.
orders.
Well, I mean, you know.
But yeah, it's basically it.
Hello, Captain!
Ah! Princess.
No, you're not the male characters. That'd be
She
Lightning
waved her
Rabbit.
hoof.
Oh, that's right. We should turn around.
Lightning.
No, this
You
is
said
this is
bowed.
you. Sounds bad. This is
bowed.
Celestia.
He bowed. He bowed. He bowed.
Now's your line, Lightning Rabbit.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
It's princess. That's your only line.
Princess.
He said it.
I said it just then.
She waved her. She waved her hoof. Stand, Captain. I have a task for you to complete. He stood.
Well, hey, princess, welcome to EB Games. No.
Whoa, hey, princess. Welcome to EV Games.
I have
Let me guess.
You kept happy that.
Wait, what?
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Xbox One. Copy that.
Copy. Oh,
That princess.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
He's got-
Oh, she smiled.
oh, fantastic.
I know about the man named Dana you have been seeing. His eyes widened, scared that she was mad. Her smile stayed. I want you to move out of the castle and come in with her in your new home.
Wait, who's her?
LinkedIn.
I want you to come in her.
Dana, apparently.
I want you to move to a poor state of living.
I want to come inside Dana.
Oh God. You just either ruined or made the days of any Danas in the audience.
Sorry, Dana. Alright, let's see.
Debunked the confusion.
What
Choose
now?
your line.
Sorry, oh, sorry. Oh, my line?
No, Southspeed's line. He blinked in confusion.
Oh.
Can I ask
He
who
blinked
this
in
book is making
confusion.
So bad?
What'd you say, Lightning?
I said,
Yeah,
who's
somebody's
hosting
internet's
this
not
book
working out
making it
great.
So bad?
Well, who's hosting
Yeah.
the call?
I think I am.
Damn it, Cabral.
Stop.
Alright, here, let's
Yeah.
just try and
New call real quick.
call in a second, because this is just
Okay,
not
go ahead,
working.
Asa.
Hey everybody, just hold tight while we work out these technical issues involving shitty phone calls.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why, it was actually working really well. My internet's not horrible, so someone must be
It
on
is
Netflix.
now.
Yeah, I don't know, but at any rate, as soon as SoundSpeed picks up the call, we will pick right back up again.
How much do you want to bet his
Alright.
internet broke?
That would be fucking
$50.
just yeah. So how's everybody enjoying this Hangover parody?
I feel sick.
Oh, it's boring.
I'm taking it that SoundSpeed's the only one who's actually seen The Hangover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, I can't really commiserate with you two about how this has nothing to do with The Hangover at all. But
Okay, it seemed like it doesn't anyways.
yeah, no, this is in like the opening was kind of like The Hangover, and then nothing else in the chapter has been anything remotely like The Hangover.
Was the hangover good?
Yep, they
Oh,
won.
The Hangover 1 was pretty funny. Yeah, the second one and third one not so much, but yeah, first one.
That doesn't surprise me at all because it was a fairly unique idea and they ruined it. But
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah, no, funny movie. Zach Galifianakis is an exceptionally humorous comedian with a very odd style, but funny.
Okay, I'll have to look into him.
Yeah, he does this series called Between Two Ferns, which is basically just like the driest, most like awkward humor, but it's great. He did an interview with Justin Bieber where he just like smacks Justin Bieber in the face, and Bieber just
Oh,
seems
good.
completely
I like this movie already.
nonplussed. He just like goes on like this huge rant to Bieber's face, where he's just like, "You're a horrible influence and a terrible child." They're just like, "What the hell is going on?" Oh God, SoundSpeed.
Fantastic.
Zachary Galifianakis.
At least he's not hosting the call.
That's true. So why don't I just pick up with his narration until he actually rejoins us, so we don't have quite so much
You
bizarre.
should do that, but it
thing
doesn't look like I have a. I was gonna say it doesn't look like I have a lot of lines, so I could have done narration, but I mean that's fine.
there. We'll be getting back to bits that you are in more of soon, I'm sure. Call not showing up for me. Call me.
Let's see. It doesn't look like it actually, because I think the next time is there's Twilight, who's lightning, and
Oh well, then why don't you take over the narration duties until we can get? Actually, I'm gonna hang up the call and restart it because SoundSpeed apparently is seeing the call, but is not actually getting the call. So let's try that again.
Okay, now let's try it.
Yeah. Apparently he was not seeing the call.
Does he see it now?
No. Well, I'm trying to figure that out, Lightning Rabbit. God damn it. We must be so problematic.
Lightning's not being British. He doesn't
Well,
see
this
it.
is an awkward turn of events.
That's not how you spell the word damn.
Okay,
No,
so
that
it sounds
doesn't-
like we're going to restart Skype, so in the meantime, Cabral, you are in charge of narrating. Oh, fuck. Don't know why I thought that was a good idea. SoundSpeed has to restart Skype,
Okay.
not any of us.
What?
Why did you stop recording?
I don't know.
Dude, I was
I
like,
was
oh, I
I was
guess I'll
in
go
the
restart Skype.
restarting Skype mindset, and then I was sort of like, wait, no, but I don't need to restart Skype. Too late.
Oh.
He
Anyways,
said he'll be back in a
where are we
second
at?
to entertain the people.
He said he smiled.
There's a lot of he smiled here.
He
Stayed.
smiled and bowed.
No, he smiled, stayed.
Oh,
He stayed.
He
He smiled, stayed.
he's
Her
He
smile.
smiled- wait, he smiled,
sorry,
stayed.
her smile stayed. I wanted to move out of the castle. Blah blah blah.
her
Thing.
okay. There,
stayed.
her smile stayed. Yeah, her smile stayed.
Why don't you take over Celestia because you are now honorary SoundSpeed.
I want you to move out of the castle and move in with her for your new family. He blinked in confusion.
I'm lost.
It's your line. I grab it.
What?
It's what?
It's what?
What is your line?
I'm lost. I'm finding it.
I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm really, really lost.
What?
Or what? Yeah.
What
that's
is your
literally
line? What? Hey, he said it.
Perfect. He's so good at this. Think of this as a thank you for all your years of dedicated work for the god and losing hundreds of men.
Dedicated.
But
Dead.
I don't want
He's dead.
is your next line, Lightning Rabbit.
But I don't want to be kicked out of the guard.
Wake up, everyone!
Um,
It's Christmas.
Oh, but
She
I
chuckled.
didn't.
She chuckled. Don't worry, Captain. You will still be in the guard, just not on duty. So actually, no, you're not even going to be a guard anymore.
You're being honorably discharged. We're putting you on the shelf. You're old, boy. We respect
you.
you, but we don't. But you're a
Putting you in the
dinosaur.
reserves.
Thank you, Princess, but where will I live?
Didn't you just hear? She had a house earlier. I like how she said, "I want you to move out of the castle, get
Oh
your
my
own home.
fucking
Taking up too
god!
much space here."
No. Read the next line.
Okay. Let's see. I already have a house for you, right next to Lance. Oh.
I think she'll like that, says Celestia.
I think she'll like that.
Did they just did they have like a public housing project that no one was moving into, and Celestia's just trying to like get
Apparently,
somebody
but
to live
also,
there?
this fucking mama's boy is so goddamn pathetic that when his mom isn't, living with him, the author, fucking God, decides to step in and intervene and put his mommy right next to him. Just like, wow. Wow.
Wow, Lightning has a point though. Did they have like a giant project? Like, we'll build all these houses over here. Who's gonna move in them, Princess? I don't know. Probably some people from another dimension.
We'll just move whoever we can into them. Next person I see gets a house.
I think I did.
People live here.
He returns. Okay, so Soundspeed, we read like a paragraph after you left because these idiots can't read more than a paragraph, 30 minutes. But you missed the best line in the chapter.
We moved
What was it?
considerably faster than when Soundspeed was here, I'll have you know.
You're so Celestia's like, I'm gonna you have to move out because you're out of the guards. We want you to have a nice, happy life. Guard captain, but where am I going to live? Celestia. Oh, don't worry, guard captain. I've already got a house ready for you and Dana. It's right next to Lance's house. I think she'll like that.
Nice, awesome.
Yeah, Lightning was just saying
Great.
they have like. Yeah, why are all the houses next to Lance's unoccupied though?
No, they
Because
were
Lance is
occupied,
so
so she just
unappealing
moved them
to
out
use,
so
like-
his mama can live in there.
Yeah, why would you
No,
ever
this is
want to
just
live
so
next to them?
unappealing as
This
a
is the house
person that he's
area.
just driven away every neighbor he's ever had.
The land value of those houses went down like 15 million fold.
Well, let's face
when
it,
he
like
moved in.
the moment the guy who works as a waiter, who dresses in all black with bizarre face colorations and giant fucking goggles moves in,
Very nice.
the value of the neighborhood kind of just drops a little
He
bit.
got paid. He gets paid a lot to work at a restaurant. Though.
I think people
Let's not forget
physically
this.
died when they saw Lance move in.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Anyway.
I did. Died
He
inside.
smiled and walked. Is
So
your next
we're
line.
at
He smiled and walked out of the
actually,
throne room.
yeah. He smiled and bowed. That's where
Smiled,
we're at.
walked out. Okay, he smiled and bowed.
That's where we're at.
All right. Well, then this is Lightning's line.
Celestia now.
Thank you,
Yeah, you're welcome,
Princess.
Captain.
Thank you,
thank you.
Princess. Thank you very so much.
Wake up, princess! It's Christmas!
Yeah.
Oh,
glad
the
you got that
Christmas
too.
goose.
She nodded.
This is actually you, Soundspeed.
Alright. You're welcome, Captain. Now go collect your things. I'll have a royal chariot go pick her up and take her to your new house. He smiled and walked out of the throne room. He hadn't thought he would actually be able to live with her. This was unexpected, but a good thing.
That's a
No
good
one else
thing.
unexpected.
I remember
All
that
this man
clearly from
dying
The Hangover.
horribly. What?
Isn't this from The Hangover where the princess went and gave them land and houses?
Yeah, Soundspeed, remember when this was supposed to be a parody of The Hangover?
Oh, guys,
I'm
I've just realised. She gave him the house as a present because you get presents at Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Wake up, cunt! It's Christmas!
Christmas.
This time comes once a year.
Christmas
And then it'd be
is
great.
the greatest time of year.
Oh my god.
Walked
So
out of the gate
derailed.
singing, someone else walked in the
You
background.
just derailed it so
Oh
badly.
my god. Alright, so anyways,
Sat up, rubbed her head.
meanwhile, back on the ranch.
Why did she have a headache?
Meanwhile, back in Kansas.
What happened last night? Her body was sore, and her hoofs felt sort of raw, like she had been tied up.
How's that possible?
Kind of worrisome
Oh.
to know that feeling like well enough to be able to identify it.
Yeah.
She slowly crawled out of bed, groaning from the pain in her muscles. She's not a very athletic pony, and not used to muscles being strained. It was very uncomfortable for her. Also, she's apparently going to fucking miscarry because of the way they've been treating her goddamn baby.
Yeah.
Entirely possible.
too.
This kid is going to be born with some serious goddamn birth defects.
Yeah. She staggered to the mirror and looked at herself.
Well, it's Gyrocon's kid.
Yeah.
She hadn't had any sleep. Her mane and tail was matted, like she had been working out all night and had done nothing but sweat. She looked down at her stomach and smiled. The thought of her having a baby always brought a smile to her face, even if it was ravaged and destroyed.
Women, thank you, Kick-Ass. You know
It's
how
like,
to capture.
oh, you know how to write
She's
women.
all
Babies.
Latest thing in life.
Oh my fucking god, this story.
Welcome to Baby Games.
Welcome to living the baby.
She took a
The
few
baby.
steps towards the door, but felt a pain in her flank. She winced and began to rub her flank. What happened last night? The pain began to fade, so she opened the door and walked downstairs.
The pain began to fad.
Dude, pain's a fad.
The pain created a fad.
Dude, everybody's up on this phrase. I'm just not feeling it, man. Actually, ever since 50 Shades of Grey came out, there has been a bit of a pain fad, so...
Yeah. Shitty,
Yeah.
shitty,
Actually, people don't
shitty.
like 50 Shades. The movie I heard was horrible. People
Oh yeah,
don't-
no.
She stepped into the living room. We can talk about that later. She saw Lance laying on the couch, rubbing his face. She smiled and walked around till she was behind his head. She put her hoofs on the arm of the
It seems
couch.
more like a parody of 50 Shades of the movie.
Okay. And put her face above his. Removed her hoofs from her
50
face.
Shades of Lance.
Smiled up at her.
Okay.
Oh, well, we
Morning,
go with that,
Twi.
actually. So just give me a minute. Fucking Rainbow Dash walks into their house. She goes up to David, and he's like, "My desires are unconventional." She takes him into his room, and there's just a bunch of porn on the walls.
Yes, oh my god.
Anyway, moving swiftly onward.
Oh god.
Where the fuck were we at?
She giggled.
She giggled. She liked it when he called her that. All her friends call her that. But when he says it, it has more meaning and love behind it.
Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
Is you lightning?
Morning, Lance.
She leaned down and kissed him deep.
Oh my god.
He
That was
wrapped his
a
hooks
terrible
around
voice.
her head and pulled her closer. When she broke the kiss, she was blushing deeply. No matter how many times they kissed, it always felt like the first time for her.
It felt like the
That's
very
'cause she's got-
first time.
50 Shades of
It's because she's
Lance.
got. She's got
50
short-term
Shades
It's
memory
50,
loss.
it has to either be 50 Shades of Sue or 50 Shades of Purple.
Mm.
Oh, 50
Are there
Shades of
50
Black and
Shades
Red.
of Purple?
50 Shades of Gyroton. 50 Shades of Red and Black.
For God's sake.
He smiled up at her sweetly.
You look cute when you blush.
She felt her blush. This actually feels kind of like a text adventure.
Yes.
You look cute when you blush. She felt her blush deepen at his comment. I can see like the fucking I don't know.
Yeah.
He kissed her cheek and slowly stood up from the couch. He walked over to her and smiled.
How do you let it go for a walk?
She smiled. She
Lightning
smiled.
Rabbit!
What the fuck is a Sonic? Okay, hang on. I think I could use a walk.
Welcome to Sonic Team. We make games, I think.
We make games, I think.
Right. He nuzzled
Christmas.
her.
But first,
No, shut up. Shut up. We have like
Hey
5
guys,
lines.
welcome
Just
to
shut the
EB
fuck
Games.
up.
but first,
God damn it. Shut up.
you should comb your mane. You look like a mess. I don't want to be seen in public with you.
She laughed.
Yeah, I know.
Instead, hesitated to comb up to her mane. She began to comb it. Lance chuckled and walked towards the stairs.
I'll be down soon. I need to freshen up.
He said as he disappeared upstairs. Twilight smiled and went back to combing her mane. She couldn't wait to take a walk with Lance. She had an idea of where to walk to.
Oh, good.
So, the real question is, did you all like it?
No.
Well, I did.
Well,
And
fuck
if
off.
you're wondering what's wrong with Twilight, then you're too young to understand.
You're too young to spell.
You said it.
Please
You said straight up what it was, though.
Guys, we gotta please read and relaxation.
Oh, jeez.
Rest and
Please
relaxation.
rear and ride. I don't know.
Anyways, please reading in Rainbow.
Well, no, I think this is rearing and ramming,
Reading and rainbow.
considering the fact that apparently she has a pain in her ass.
Oh, the Broken
I'm
Bones
not-
in Love, which is the next chapter. That's
Oh
what
my
happens in
fucking god, it
Twilight.
is turning into 50 Shades of Grey.
Stop 1 second. Just quickly. If I put the phone here, is my voice too loud?
No, it's fine.
No.
That's okay.
Okay, tell me when it gets too loud.
There, probably.
Okay, right.
Hey guys, I'm Lightning Rabbit. Tell me when it gets to be a little uncomfortable.
From now on, all of our recordings will be recorded like this.
welcome to EP Games.
Fuck you, shut up.
You did do that voice surprisingly well.
Oh goodness. So yeah, the next chapter is gonna be 50 Shades of Grey. So
Yeah.
Shades of gay.
Alright, Broken Bones in Love.
Alright.
I was
Broken
gone
Bones.
all day. Watched Warhorse. Great movie and a great book. Anyways,
Wait,
I felt in the mood for romance today.
Random.
I went out, I watched the movie, and I went to the bookstore
I
and
love
spent
the
the rest of the day
fucking
reading.
contrast, though. At least he has a nice, like, wide palette of movies, you know? One day you're watching fucking The Hangover Part 2, and the next day you're like, oh, I love Warhorse, man. I started crying. Good movie.
Yeah. It had to be about horses, though, didn't it?
This chapter is going to be based off of Warhorse. Every chapter from now on is based on a different movie.
oh, fantastic.
Yes.
In which Twilight joins the Wehrmacht. Then.
No.
Oh.
Chapter 35.
Uh,
Private Dune walked out of the club with a smile on his face.
Arrakis.
Just because the war was a false alarm doesn't mean they can't enjoy their stay in Manhattan. It just gives them more time to party and sightsee.
Wait, hold on a second. So, they were called in on a war that was a false alarm, and their first action was to go to Manhattan? Was Manhattan seceding?
I think remember this Griffin War thing that
Oh,
like
God,
cropped
yeah.
up 20 years
what
ago
was? Yeah.
for like 5 seconds that nobody ever acknowledged. Apparently, what happened was they went to Manhattan for a reason, I guess, and then they were there, and then they were like, "No, false alarm, guys. We and the Griffins are cool." Because, you know, kick ass you to your mom realized that was a fucking stupid idea. And then they were like, well, shit. But I love how much this sentence implies, because firstly, it's like, well, we can still enjoy our stay in Manhattan. It just gives them more time to party and sightsee. Because during
God.
the
It
war,
does.
you have at least a little bit to party and sightsee. But now they have
Gonna have
even
Yeah,
some
exactly.
fun.
I just imagine doing like the safety dance in a club. It's like, all right, hold on, no, like we gotta get ready for war. Do 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 do. War's off, guys. Let's get back to partying. Do 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 do.
Oh, that's really funny. He smiled to
goodness.
himself as he walked down the street, out of uniform. It felt great not to have to worry about being forced to wear it. That suit was uncomfortable and tight. When he came upon the hotel that his unit was staying at, he stopped. Their unit was scheduled to head back to Canterlot after tonight. First thing in the morning, actually. The thing that bugged him the most is that he didn't fully enjoy himself. After tomorrow, it's back to training and no fun.
It's
My
back
greatest-
to working and serving my country.
Yeah, it's like my greatest regret as a member of the armed service. I'm not really enjoying myself.
Really putting myself in the harm's way here.
He sighed. He should have broken his leg or something to get out of it. But he didn't like the idea of breaking a leg.
I don't want to be in the army, but I also don't want to break my leg. Oh God.
He walked into the hotel lobby and headed for the stairs, making his way to the 5th floor where his room was. Upon,
He
en-
jumped off the stairs. Oh, broke his leg.
upon entering it, he walked over to the window and looked out the city of Manhattan. Another sigh escaped his lips, and he turned for the bed. He had missed the nights of partying and having fun with his friends. Being in the army has taken all that away. The worst
For what?
part is when you join the Equestria Army, you're in it for 5 long years. Most of the time, that's great, but when you're used to a life of fun and partying, it just slowly eats away at you. But it's life. His life.
You don't
He
take it for
walked
granted.
to bed, jumped in, dreading the next day.
Full Metal Jacket, get the fuck out of here. We've got a new anti-war masterpiece.
Oh my
hey,
gosh.
hey, Gyro Khan, how many kids did you kill today?
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
Oh boy. War, it ain't nothing.
Dear.
Heartbreaker.
Oh god.
I stumbled into my house, holding up my left hoof. Damn it! I
Why?
just had to try and do that stupid trick, didn't I? It was going great till I got to cocky and slammed into that tree.
When I got to the city of
Challenge.
Cocky.
Yeah, when I got to the corner of cocky and fucking stupid idea, I slammed into a tree.
When I got to the corner of Cocky and slammed.
I hope my hoof isn't broken. Twilight walked up behind me, reading a book on how to treat sprung and broken hoofs. Those are two very, very different things.
Yes.
It's a big book.
Also, sprung?
Sprung.
You know
Does
when
he
you
mean like
sprung.
sprain?
It's when you get.
Or-
It's when your hoof gets a giant erection.
Oh, okay, I get it.
It's like
Yes.
Dude,
It's
he's
like spring.
sprung like a horse.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they mean like sprained, because sprung means like you jumped or something onto something.
The only time, whenever I hear sprung, I think of when a girl walks in
Get
with an itty bitty
sprung.
waisted around thing in your face, you get sprung.
Yeah.
Broke nose.
Apparently that means you break your leg.
That's what you throw.
Dude, my homie tried to.
Get sprung in the corner of Cocky and slammed.
All right. I want to tell her to put the book. I wanted to tell her to put the book down and get a real doctor, but I just don't have the heart to do that.
Sweetie,
She
you're
looked
a
up-
horrible doctor.
Oh. She looked up from the book and lifted me off the ground with her magic.
Lightning rabbit.
Okay, I fucking know. Okay. The book says you're not supposed to be walking on a broken or sprung hoof. It also says don't fucking jump in and tell me my line's ready when it's been like 3 nanoseconds since you read the last line.
Is that what being sprung means?
Yeah.
Yes.
I nodded.
Another god.
She looked back at the book.
It says you're
I wonder if he
supposed to lay down and support the broken or sprung hoof with a sling or bandage.
She said as she
Put
sat
a
me
little
down.
Hello Kitty band-aid on that for you.
She said as she sat me down on my back on my couch. Also, what the fuck? A bandage? You put
Yes,
a
like Hello
band-aid
Kitty,
on a
one of the
broken
little sticky
bone?
ones.
Well, yeah, it's like when the bone is jutting out of your skin. You
A
bandage that
bandage
shit
and a
up.
band-aid aren't the same things though. They mean like a
I know, but it's
that
just
the white
Right, no,
stuff
do
that
you
you
really
wrap
think that
around.
Kick-Ass Season 2 your mom is going to make that distinction, though?
Well, I assume so. Well, not him, no, but I mean he did say bandage.
No, but then
is
she later on
technically
says
correct.
a roll of bandages. So
Yeah, same thing.
yeah, so I guess he's wrapping it up. But like even so, like if you're just going like, well, your bone's broken, time to start wrapping it tightly. I hope it sets right.
I hope
Yeah.
it sets right.
Con, it's Christmas!
Wake up, Gyrocon,
Time
you're
to wrap the
broken.
presents.
Oh.
She sat me down, on my back, on my couch, in my preposition. She then levitated a roll of bandages over to me.
Okay, Lance, can you
Right.
lift up your hoof so I can bandage it? Was that fast enough for you? Did I
I
respond
Yeah.
raised an
fast
eyebrow,
enough?
shook my hoof, shut the fuck up, which I can now tell is broken because it's at an awkward position.
Ugh.
Because it's
Does
not,
it look like I
that's my
can lift it twice? Oh.
She
Fantastic.
smiled weakly.
Sorry.
You should be sorry, Lightning.
Very
She
sorry.
used her magic to lift my hoof up. When she lifted it up my hoof, there was a loud snap. Oh.
Well,
My
fuck.
eyes went wide, and I quickly reached over to the small table and grabbed a shirt. I shoved it in my mouth and let out a muffled scream.
Wow, he really held that scream in for a while. If someone just snapped my goddamn broken leg in half, I'd probably scream before I had time to shove a t-shirt in my mouth.
he literally...
Just. Oh fuck! Hold on a second. Okay, hold on. Get the fucking.
Just give me 1 second.
Cushions are gonna work out. There's a shirt. There's a shirt.
Here. Couches.
Oopsie.
Where are we at?
Her eyes widened.
Her eyes went wide, and I. Her eyes widened, and she started reading through the book again.
I think I broke it more.
I know. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
It's not.
Okay.
Where are we at?
that's actually where we're at.
It says
No, when that's not where we're at. I don't think that's where we're at.
no. It's where
It
we're
is.
at. Rise
Mhm,
wine.
no.
Sorry. It says not the broken hoof. She looked at
Not to me, the broken hoof.
Whoopsie.
Oops.
me.
And then 5 years, smash cut to 5 years later. So anyways, that's how I lost my medical license.
I looked at her, my eyes tearing up. I pulled the shirt out of my mouth.
It's fine. I just love the look of my broken hoof. I mean, all bent and black and broken off at the bone. I can keep it that way forever.
She rolled her eyes.
Even with a broken hoof, you still use sarcasm.
Even with a broken limb, you're still funny.
Oh my fucking god! Yeah, seriously, look at the next line.
Let's see. I smirked.
Gotta love me for it. Look at he's got
That's
like a
got
fucking
recovered,
shattered
but that's
leg. He's like, oh god, oh god, oh god, you just snapped my fucking limbs. Well, I guess it's back to normal. Oh, I'm a card.
She smiled and went back to reading the book.
Oh, that's got.
Oh my god.
Seriously?
Seriously?
She's relying on a book to fix my broken hoof? I'm so fucked.
Unlike those doctors who learned it all telepathically.
It's true. As she read, a smile began to form on her face.
Aha, now I see. I'm supposed to use a bone mending spell on it. Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Oh, yes, clearly.
Right? I went to clap, but screamed out in pain when I clapped my front hooves together.
You're a
What a
fucking
crap
moron. You broke your hand, then your wife snapped it the other way to break in the other direction, and then you try and clap.
Clap
I
your bottom
winced, but
hooves.
then smirked.
Bravo, bravo. Now do the damn spell, please.
She smiled slyly at me.
Sunburn is a smart mouth.
I
Yeah.
shrugged.
It keeps me busy. Holy shit. Fucking, like, hardcore BDSM people do not, like, put themselves through that much fucking, like, torturous pain.
She chuckled and turned.
I'll go get the spell book.
I nodded.
Yeah,
I gotta
you
look through
did
volumes
that.
1 through 6, but it'll just get a little bit.
I'm not going anywhere. This broken hand of mine is making it really hard to move.
She shook her head and walked into my library. I laid my head back and tried to rest. Sadly, that was not going to happen. Because right then, Greg walked in, high off his ass.
No.
He stumbled over and looked at me with out-of-focus eyes.
How do you know that's what they look like?
He's had much
I
experience.
looked at him.
Yo?
He smiled with an open mouth.
Look at your hoof. Dude, it's all broken and hanging.
He
What?
reached out and rotated it.
What the fuck is wrong with everyone in this fucking story?
I held back a scream of pain and pushed him with my hoof.
No, Greg. You do not touch the broken hoof.
He shook his head.
Man, I'm not a damn dog. Just leave me alone. I just say leave it alone.
I grinned.
Leave me alone.
He shook his head.
I don't wanna.
He said while crossing his hoofs.
Oh my god.
Dude, do you remember that time in Warhorse when we had such riveting dialogue as "Leave me alone, I don't wanna.
Hey, dude, if you didn't want me
It's
to
a good
to
book.
touch your broken hand, you should have just said so.
I saw you trying to laugh
Oh.
earlier. Don't lie.
It was a good
I looked
film
over
and an
to his-
even better book.
I looked over to a small table and saw the water that David had poured sleeping pills in. What?
Okay.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
That was the
Wait,
thing that
what?
apparently just happened.
What?
What?
Okay, so, by my understanding, he took a bunch of pills, like let's say NyQuil, for instance. Took a bunch of NyQuil, threw it into a glass of water, and then let it dissolve, and then did not drink it.
I'm saving it for Dash. I'm such a card.
Oh, that's creepy. Don't say that.
To sleep.
This is the man who
Calling it
draws
NyQuil.
pornography of people who his friends are dating on his walls.
Yeah, that's true.
This is
Look,
true.
some people just
What?
do that sort of thing. Put NyQuil in glasses and then leave it there.
Why did he leave it out in the open?
Hey, Greg, I bet you can't chug that glass of water. Drugging people's fun.
He smirked.
Bet I can.
He said as he levitated it to his lips and chugged it. When he finished it, he threw it across the room and smirked, where it
What the
presumably
fuck?
fucking shattered.
Shatter, yeah. Told you I could. Told
He
you
threw
I
it at
could,
Lance's broken
dude.
hoof.
He didn't get to finish his sentence because he was already falling backwards asleep. Ooh.
That is a very large
That's some
dose of
strong
sleeping
NyQuil.
pills.
Yeah, that was a cocktail of fucking like morphine, Vicodin, and like
Rufalin.
It could have just been
NyQuil.
horse tranquilizer.
Haha, horse tranquilizer.
uh,
Horse puns.
I'll be here all week, guys.
Dude, warhorse tranquilizer.
What the fuck? That's not even a joke.
Wake up, everyone! It's Christmas.
No, you're losing it, sound speech. You're losing.
You get to finish
Pull
this
out.
shit. Getting-
Tranquilizer setting in.
All right.
Which is so great.
I laughed. That had been funnier than I thought it would be. A door opened, and a few seconds later, Twilight walked in. When she and
Well, a
Greg
second. So Twilight opened the door, and then she waited that long, and then walked out of it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she took a few seconds.
she was like,
She's like, "Wait, what am I doing?"
she's like hesitating, like I could just run out the door right now. I'd never have to look back. I'd never have to deal with this shit ever again. When she saw Greg passed out on the floor, she shook her head.
Do I even want to know?
I shook my head.
No. But I would like that spell right about now.
She smiled.
Some pony's a little needy today. What do you mean?
Some pony has a fucking
What do you
broken
mean?
hand today.
His leg's broken. Fix it.
Somebody
Yeah, you're
needs
gonna-
to stop being such a bitch.
You're at the
Someone's a little
corner
needy.
talking
My
to
leg
me.
is broken.
Oh.
Can you
I-
please just fix my broken hand? Looks like
I-
someone has a case of the Mondays.
I shrugged. I shrugged.
It's just this. Oh my fucking god! It's just that time of the month. Women.
She looked at me straight.
Sad.
What does that mean?
I chuckled. She didn't get the joke.
Oh,
Didn't
nothing.
get- she
So
didn't get
spell.
the
Or
joke.
just-
She sighed.
Coming up.
Her horn glowed a deep purple. The same glow began form around my broken hoof.
Yeah, I'm only gonna say one thing real quick here because, like, this either is something that should be a credit or something that is fucking creepy as shit. The fact that Twilight didn't get the time of the month joke could either be because Kick-Ass 222 Your Mom has actually done a little research into horses and realized that they don't actually have periods because they are an estrous cycle, or he assumes that they're so young that they haven't actually had their first period, in which case,
Ah.
Maybe it's because she is pregnant?
yeah, but then
No, I
wouldn't
think
she at
it's
least
just
have
they're-
had a period at some point, or is this literally
I'm
like
pretty sure
before
it's
she could
just
have her
'cause they're
first period?
horses.
Well, no, it's just like, this is KK222 Your Mom. I'm not sure if, like, I want to give him that much credit for research.
No, this dude's not a pedo. Like, I I don't know pedos, but
I'm allergic
I mean,
to research.
I'm not saying he's not fucked up, but I'm just saying he's not a pedo.
I'm not saying he's a pedo. I'm just saying there's like this is either like a surprising amount of research or a surprisingly stupid mistake.
The
Yeah,
same
it's true.
flow, okay.
Let's say it's both.
It began
just-
to straighten up, and it felt like 1,000 pieces of glass grinding against my skin and muscles.
No.
Fantastic.
Back to normal. Yay, now I can go break it again.
Yay. That's in the
No,
story
I'm
for
not
some-
making that up.
That
That's
is
right.
the actual line.
Yes.
Yeah, that's in the story for some reason. I don't know.
Go
Right.
and break it again. I stood up and put weight on it. Felt normal.
The way
Twilight
you said that,
Snaps.
yeah, the way you said that though reminded me of Ash's. Yay! Now I can go break it again.
Great. Now I can go break it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Twilight smiled proudly.
It worked. Now we can
Right.
go to quiz. Anyways, no, we're done.
Or you can just never take my line again, or I'll come over to California. Twilight
will someday
smile.
anyways.
How can you smile proudly? How can you do that?
Haven't you seen Thomas and Friends?
It
Thomas is mine.
No.
Number one.
Thomas gotta go fast.
It worked.
I laughed.
Of course it worked. You cast a spell. If you cast a spell, it's bound to work.
She smiled.
Thanks, and I'm sorry for telling you to do that trick.
Quickly, shift
I-
blame off of Lance and onto Twilight.
Good, good, good. I waved her off.
It's fine. I would have done it even if you hadn't told. If you told me not to, just out of spite.
She poked my chest.
Oh, you think you would?
I smirked.
Oh, I know I would.
She bumped me hell out of the couch on my back.
I wouldn't have let you.
I shrugged.
I still would have done it, Mom. Oh,
She jumped up on the couch and stood over me,
All right.
her face inches from
Yep.
mine.
I don't think you would if I told you not to.
I grinned.
there's nothing you can do to stop me from doing tricks every day, Mom.
She sat down on me. Her stomach
Literally,
against
she sat on
mine,
him.
Her lips centimeters above mine.
Try me.
That was
Dude.
scary. Don't do that. No. Okay.
I like this because, we've just confirmed that Ponyville has metric measurements.
Oh God.
She leaned down.
Perfect.
Yeah, she leaned down and began to kiss me. Her
Uh-oh.
tongue pressing against my lips. I opened my
Did you
mouth
say
and allowed her
metric?
tongue in.
Yes. Centimeters are metric system, Lightning Rabbit.
You said inches, didn't it?
No, it's the centimeters.
Meters, you fucking dumbass.
It said
I wasn't
inches
reading it. I'm
earlier,
not-
Lightning.
No, right, I'm fucking all over the place today.
You're British, so.
The steamy
Answers.
stuff, okay? As they
I
say,
think we're trying to
don't
avoid
sweat
this.
the petty things and don't pat the sweaty things.
Oh my.
Don't sweat.
Anyway,
I opened my mouth and allowed her tongue in. I moved my tongue into her mouth and began to run it along her gums.
I put my
She
horse
used her
tongue in
tongue to
hers.
slip Mine out of
I
her
could
mouth.
taste her
into-
last meal. Jack in the Box.
Ew. It took full control. Her tongue began along the top of my mouth and teeth. I pulled her body
Salad.
close and undid my wings. I
What?
then wrapped them around.
I
Oh,
undid my
took my
wings
wings
and then ran. Are they like strap-ons?
Off my wings.
They just pop off like. There we go. The wings are off.
She broke the kiss and looked me in the eyes.
I love your alarms.
I smiled at you.
Oh, I'd like you too, Twilight. Forever and always. Yeah.
She blushed.
Yeah.
I chuckled and tightened my embrace around her.
Oh, you're so damn cute. Oh my God.
Her blush deepened, causing me to laugh. I pushed her head down next to my neck. We lay like that for a few minutes, my wings and hoofs wrapped around her in a loving embrace, and her head next to mine. She let out a small yawn and snuggled up to me more. I smiled.
Tired.
Fucking God. Don't interrupt the story.
I knew that'd make him mad.
I felt her nod. I felt her nod.
Very.
I yawned. Damn it! It's true. Yawning is contagious.
Soon,
I
all of
put my
Equestria
head
was
against-
infected by the
Fan
yawns.
fiction. And soon they all died. The end.
I put my head against hers.
Are you warm?
Yes, thanks you. Oh, sorry. Thanks to you.
I smiled. I couldn't help it.
Sorry, I just had a horrible idea. I'll tell you after you finish up.
Okay, I felt myself falling asleep. Alright, go ahead.
Okay, I was just saying, like, are you warm? Yes, thanks to you. He just peed. Oh, Lord.
Now all I can think about is just like that stupid Kanye West song thing like that. Doo 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 doo. Oh, I'm falling asleep.
That was not how it goes.
It isn't like
The bluegrass version of Bound 2.
You know the bit in the song where it goes diddly doo 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 falling in love. Yeah. Everyone remembers that.
I think it's a really sad thing that we've listened to the song to the point where we could just be like, you don't know you're Bound 2 as well as I do.
We only listen to it because it's funny.
It is pretty funny.
We're not doing it in
Oh, you're seeing the
sincerity,
Seth
so
Rogen,
it's okay.
James Franco version of it?
Yes.
Yes.
It is amazing. Alright, continuing though. Greg groaned.
Greg groaned and slowly sat up. What happened? He looked over to the couch to see Lance and Twilight laying together, Lance's wings wrapped around her. He raised an eyebrow. Why are they lying on the couch together? Why not the bed? He shook his head and pulled out a blunt.
The deep quizzical questions.
Get
roll
high
inside of Greg's head.
every day.
As he lighted, he heard the sound of paws coming down the stairs. Soon, Weedy ran into the room and looked up at him, begging for a blunt.
Big and full blunt.
Wait, who's Weedy?
Greg-
Is that
Me's the dog.
Yeah. I
Me's the
thought so.
dog.
Smoke weedy every day.
Weedy shrugged. No, okay. Weedy, okay.
Greg
what
laughed.
the fuck? Greg laughed and put one in his mouth.
Come on, when I let a blunt, but not when I call you.
Weedy shrugged and turned to get back up the stairs. Greg sighed and followed. May as well get some more weed. He was running low.
These two are truly the Redman method of Ponyville.
This one only took me 2 hours to write.
How was it? I had fun writing it. Only took me 2 hours to write it. It took us like fucking 2 hours to read it for whatever reason. Also, any suggestions on scenes? I'm feeling nice, so I may take a few suggestions. I might take suggestions. Please don't be mad if I don't do it or reject it. I'm a nice guy, as you can tell, but please don't take advantage of that.
But she's a
Remember
woman,
to
so
re-
it doesn't count.
And wait.
With his attitude
So
towards
Ritalin
like, the
and
female
Rohypnol.
characters in the story, I bet he's a fucking nice guy.
He's a nice guy. How you doing? He's a nice guy. Good to see you. The Will Smith song, no?
No. Well, anyway,
He's a nice
gentlemen, I think that's probably a good place to stop for the evening, but I hope
thank
that
you.
it's not another 6 goddamn months before our next Living the
Oh,
It
Dream.
don't
won't be
worry,
6
Duhad, it will
months.
be.
It'll be 5 months.
Oh, good. We'll beat our record.
Oh, well, I guess, guys, we really have learned how to live the dream.
I think we've all
And the next week we can
truly
live their dream.
lived the dream.
You know, we started reading this in December of 2013, I think it was.
Oh my god, you're right.
Oh my gosh.
It is now
Ha!
January.
Years of my life gone.
It is now January of 2015.
It is February of 2015.
It is February.
It's
Wow,
even
we're
more.
farther along than I thought we were.
Don't you remember your newspaper this morning said February 23rd?
Oh, yeah. It's the wrong fucking date.
Jeez.
Oh,
Well,
man.
gentlemen, it has been a pleasure, and I hope to God we see you next week. Till then, though, I've been Duhad, that's Soundspeed.
I am gay, gay, gay. I like long, big cocks. I'm a super, super gay. I like long, big cocks.
Now, let me
Lenny
be
Rabbit.
very clear. I am gay, gay, gay. I like long, big cocks. I'm
Now
a
let me
super,
be
super
very
gay.
clear.
I
I've
like
lost
long,
multiple
big
brain cells
cocks.
from this.
And of course,
And
that's
for
the
me,
brawl.
losing 2 brain cells is a serious problem.
You still talking, Al?
That's like 45% of your brain.
That's actually 60% of my brain. Thank you.
Okay, fine.
That's how the math in that works out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Let's read.